Alright, so I'm going to attempt to do this ball flail tutorial thing. Even though I'm not well versed with it, it's probably one of the most misused weapons, or poorly used weapons in the game. It's very powerful if you can get used to shooting your tight circles, which I gotta get used to it. You gotta, and you can't move it as fast as other weapons. It's kind of like, you know, if you ever threw like a cable or a rope or a strap by the end, you kind of want a more slower, wide shot with it. You can't really, otherwise it's gonna flop. So you kind of want to have a little more finesse, move a little bit slower, and get that momentum going. When you scrunch in, you want to go a little bit tighter, get with them tighter circles. I need to get a little bit of rem oil on this. My fingers kind of grabbing right now. Let's squirt a little rem oil on my fingers. Any mineral-based oil or water displacing oil generally works to mitigate thumb sweat and friction. You see how you can get those small circles a lot better. I might be moving a little too fast here. The weapon definitely has a different cadence than a lot of the other weapons. Like a lot of the other weapons, you can get them fast sweeps. But with this thing, you want to slow it down a bit and get that momentum whipping around, kind of like a trebuchet. See, I'm catching headshots like that, and that would devastate somebody. But when you're fighting an opponent, normally they scrunch in on you, so you want to get used to them smaller hits. And you don't want to just go overhand. You want to try whipping that thing around from every direction, because you can come underhand, you can get the legs. Anyway, let's try this on some people. I'm not the best at it, but hopefully the visible touch points and the visible joysticks will help fill in the shit that I'm not really good at explaining here. But this definitely is a unique weapon, but not a lot of people use it to its full potential. It's one of those things. So here we go. See who we got here. Blah's in trouble. Trying to get the short shots in. I'm gonna lose my arms real quick here. This Blah's naked. Alright, I'm getting them short circles in on his head, and he is done. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh my god, no, I got him. I got him. That was actually pretty tough. He definitely has the advantage on me with those swords. But as long as I keep this twirling nice and tight and hitting that noggin, block some of those stabs. I don't know if I'm... Oh, I done lost it. Blah's a little too naked. We might have to switch to another character for this tutorial, because that's way too cumbersome for Blah. Here we have a Smegamorph. Try to get this shot. And don't always get engrossed in doing clockwise circles. You can always whip this from any direction you want. Might be moving a little too fast there. I'm gonna lose my ass here. All right, I think I'm gonna put Grin in there with the flail. Oh no, we'll use Angry Antlion. Angry Antlion can use the flail. We'll keep that little Ninja Turtle deal in his hand, in the other hand. There we go. At least Angry Antlion has some armor, so I have a little more time to suck with this thing. Oh yeah, this weapon definitely needs some finesse. You can't just whale it like other weapons, and it's easy to get hemmed up. That's why a lot of people use shields with it. But yeah, you see them little spiral, them little tight spirals? It's going straight for his head. That's what a lot of people fail to do, but that's what normally gets your win right there. These little tight shots, bam, 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 one more, we'll get loose. All right. Let's see if I can snap it. snap it from all directions like a whip. And also, you can kind of put it behind their head and snap it back. Did he just get my legs? No. I was about to say, this armor sucks if he got my legs already. But yeah, you want to do your tight little spirals. Try to keep it on that head. It's not my favorite weapon, but I figured I'd do a tutorial here, because if you get really good at this thing, you can just freaking annihilate people like that. And he quit. The ball-flail's weakness is getting parried and hemmed up, where you can't move it when you get boxed in, and that hammer is going to give me some problems here. You gotta get the right cadence with this thing. It's a whole lot different than other weapons. You gotta kind of move it a little slower, get that angular momentum going. It has a lot more mass to it. But you can see how quickly that ball-flail wrecks people. He's a lot closer now. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam. You don't always have to come from above, but I'm not that great at this thing, so I'm just going to stick to overhand shots. But I've seen people whip this thing from every direction, and I just lost both weapons. I'd much rather have a different weapon, but like I said, if you get really good at that thing, it will fucking dominate. It's just hard to get that swing right, dude. It's hard to get the swing right. You just gotta slow down a little bit. He's blocking right now with that sword. That sword is absorbing a lot of it. And this is basically what happens to people when they have the ball-flail. It's not necessarily the best weapon, but if you get good at it, try to tear up this Smegamorph. You gotta have room and you gotta have time to swing this thing correctly. So it's not really good at close quarters. And takes a little finesse. That's kind of like the optimal distance right there. If he would just keep his head right there, and if I could just keep swinging this thing right, he'd be done. But that's not working out. Oh, another guy with a hammer. Are these like, they all seem like the same player. See, a lot of these people are smart, they're keeping that weapon high. Everybody knows how to counter a damn ball-flail. That's why I'm not doing that great here. So, I got that little pig sticker. Ain't doing me much good. I'm on the ground. I'm not bleeding out, so I still got time to get that noggin. Fucking flail this thing correctly. Come on, bring me your noggin, bring me your noggin, bring me your noggin, bring me your noggin. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. That's right. Bring me that noggin, bring me the noggin, bring me the noggin. Come here. Bow, 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 bow. Get up, give me room. Yep. It's definitely not my favorite weapon. I just figured I'd make this. If you can get that little spiral, that tight spiral thing, and maintain that that cadence there, then you'd be good. But it's a tricky weapon to use. And I probably should use a shield with it. Definitely need a shield with this thing, but for the sake of fun, I didn't put a shield there. I just got that little bayonet shit. He doesn't want none. Alright, one more. So anyway, that's kind of the basics to the ball-flail. You want to Keep it tight. Okay, here's a good practice run. Let's run up right close to her and get them try to get them little short things right. You gotta get just the right velocity going on right there. It's really easy to overshoot with this thing. Now, the best players I've seen, they don't just go overhand, they go from every direction. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to whip it back and forth, whip it from the bottom. Did she quit? She quit. I needed an easy practice deal. Anyway. Oh, it's Megamorph. But you're so used to moving it quickly, like other weapons, but it's a lot. You kind of want to get a tighter, or you want a little more time to swing it. Just like I said, when you grab a rope by the end and you toss it over your head, it's not a fast throw. It's like a wide, slow throw, so the rope has time to accelerate. Kind of like the same idea with this steel. You kind of want a slower swing than what you're used to get that thing moving. And see, I'm not really even moving this that hard, but you can see how effective, well, I mean, he's naked, but you can see how effective the swinging is when I slow down. As opposed to, then you just kind of flop around. But if you swing slow, this thing is a lot more effective. He quit.
All right, one more.
Okay, he's got a little wooden mallet. Okay. You just gonna stand there, buddy? Well, I'll bonk ya. Let's try the tight ones again. The little tight spirals are difficult. You'd have to get used to that. I'm still getting used to that. Oh, right there, right there, right there. That's what you want. You want them little tight spirals. Right there. That's how you do that. That's how you should run this thing. Then you can get fancy and come from the bottom. I'm flopping like a fish. But yeah, some of the best players I've seen freaking swing this thing from every possible direction, but they get like a face shot every time. I'm not that good. So hopefully this gives you the guys the basics to this thing, whether you want to use it or avoid it. But here it is, the ball flail. It's in a league of its own. It's the only weapon like it. The other flails ain't like this. Other flails don't have the elasticity in the chain. Alright, I think after I mush this guy, I think I'll be done. Done with this tutorial here. So I'm just bashing his freaking Smegamorph crotch there. Beat the shit out of him. Maybe get some shots in on the face. Beep, 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 beep. Tighter circles. So, you know, if I spent a little more time with this, I could probably get pretty damn good with it. But as of now, I'm not really good at it enough to be a formidable opponent to most people. So I still suck at this thing and just decided I'd make this. This is a pretty interesting weapon. It's pretty powerful if you know how to use it. Not a lot of people know how to use it. Alright, one more. Please be a human. Thank you. Scrunch, tight circles. You want to get that little, you want that angular momentum with that little flailing real close, only about 2 feet from your face, because you're gonna get hemmed up a lot with this thing. People are gonna scrunch in on you. Okay, he left. So that's the ball flail, how to chooch it. Basically, I'm not an expert. Hopefully this helps. I don't know if it will, but there's this. This has been another presentation. Bloody Bastards Basic Survival Training. These intelligent options might help you survive. I don't know. Go out there and try it.